South Korea, September 2025. A one-day conference in Seoul pulls together exchanges, policymakers, and stablecoin giants. And this year, a new name takes the stage: Eric Trump. Here's what it means for crypto, globally and in Korea, right now.
You're watching the Crypto Asset Post. Every week we cut through noise to bring clarity on crypto, policy, and what moves markets. From market shifts to central bank policies, from strategies to regulatory updates, this is your global lens on where crypto, politics, and business meet. Fast, sharp, and always practical.
On September 9th, 2025, Dunamu, operator of Korea's largest crypto exchange, Upbit, hosts the Upbit D Conference, or UDC 2025, at the Grand Intercontinental Seoul Parnas. Sessions are slated for live stream. The published lineup includes Eric Trump, listed as a speaker, alongside figures like former U.S. Congressman Patrick McHenry and execs tied to Tether and Ripple. UDC is positioned as a mainstream adoption forum, bridging finance, tech, and policy. Why does this matter? Because it inserts a high-visibility U.S. political surname, one now deeply linked to multiple crypto ventures, into Asia's most active crypto market. And it lands in a week when the Trump family's crypto business footprint just got larger: public listings, tokens, headlines. Why his mic in Seoul matters. Over the last year, World Liberty Financial launched its token WLFI, generating billions in paper wealth on listing, even as price action was choppy. Meanwhile, American Bitcoin, a mining and Bitcoin treasury play co-founded by Eric Trump, debuted on NASDAQ after merging with Griffon Digital Mining. First-day trading was volatile, but the story is clear. They're planting flags across token, mining, and treasury. Headlines aside, the signal to watch is this: Eric Trump is now a public face of a pro-crypto corporate strategy: tokens, stablecoin linkages, and Bitcoin on balance sheets. Taking that message to a Korean stage creates optionality, partnerships, liquidity access, and policy signaling, right where retail and institutional volumes are thick. Why the timing is strategic. South Korea tightened guardrails with the Virtual Asset User Protection Act effective July 19, 2024. It forces better segregation of client assets, stronger custody and market abuse controls, and it's now feeding real enforcement. In 2025, regulators also outlined a roadmap to allow corporations back into crypto activities, softening a 2017 stance, reflecting global normalization. That's huge for listed firms, treasuries, and pilot programs. Two more gears to watch this fall. First, one stablecoin framework. The FSC is expected to unveil a stablecoin bill in October, with reserve protection and issuer controls. Lawmakers have floated bankruptcy remote reserve rules. That would formalize rails for Korean won-denominated stablecoins. Second, cross-border rules. Starting the second half of 2025, Korea moves to regulate cross-border virtual asset transactions with pre-registration and monthly reporting to the Bank of Korea. It's AML meets FX policy, right where global exchanges interface with one liquidity. Net-net, Korea is tight on conduct, open on corporate participation, and building a lawful path for KRW stablecoins and cross-border flows. That mix attracts serious players, if they can operate clean. The new politics, President Lee Jae-myung, and U.S.-Korea friction. This conference sits days after a tense Washington visit. President Lee Jae-myung met President Trump on August 25th, amid sharp public remarks from Trump about Korea and ongoing disputes around tariffs and burden sharing. Trump also warned that some trade deals could be unwound depending on court rulings on tariff authority. Translation: the macro relationship is live ammo politics again. For crypto, geopolitics matters. FX volatility, tariff risks, and the $35 billion Korea-U.S. Strategic Industry Fund discussion all shape capital flows and the Korean won U.S. dollar corridor that crypto rails can touch. Korea's finance officials are trying to keep markets stable while extending trading hours to meet MSCI developed market criteria, signals of a system leaning into deeper capital markets. What Eric Trump is likely to push, and what Korea will hear. Message 1. Bitcoin as strategic treasury. Expect a line that puts ABTC as a public vehicle for BTC exposure, echoing his listing day statements. Korea's institutions know that narrative from MicroStrategy and domestic corporates exploring tokenized finance. The difference now is a U.S. political surname delivering it on a Korean stage. Message 2. Stablecoins and dollar rails plus KRW rails. With WLFI in the headlines and Korea advancing one stablecoin rules, any comment linking regulated stablecoins to real economy use cases will land. If he hints at Korean partnerships or listings, that's a watch item, not a prediction. Korea is open to innovation, but only on regulated rails. Message 3. Compliance-forward growth. Given active market abuse enforcement and Korea's terror-scarred memory, the winning pitch is growth within guardrails. If he aligns with Korea's user protection and cross-border requirements, doors open. If he dismisses them, doors close. Then, what could happen next? A. Partnership signaling, low to medium probability. A mention of collaborative pilots, custody, tokenized fiat rails, or BTC Treasury solutions would be read as market entry intent. Upbit and Korea's top fintechs already navigate strict bank partnerships. Any U.S. counterpart needs to match that compliance muscle. B. Policy courtship, medium probability. Sharing a stage with Patrick McHenry gives soft power into U.S.-Korea policy circles. If the talk emphasizes consumer protection, traceability, and bank-grade reserves for stablecoins, Korea listens. If the talk is purely political, the signal dilutes. C. Market volatility cue, medium probability. High-profile remarks, positive or provocative, can move local alt volumes short-term. But Korea's regulators have a hair trigger for unfair trading. Don't expect pump-and-dump tolerance. Surveillance is active. D. Geopolitical overlay, ever-present. Trade tensions, tariff litigation, and North Korea risk can swamp micro-catalysts. If Washington-Seoul friction rises, cross-border compliance tightens, not loosens. That impacts fiat on off-ramps and stablecoin issuance structures. So, what to watch at UDC? The UDC page lists him as a virtual speaker. If he appears live by video, scripting will be tight. Any concrete product mentions WLFI integrations, ABTC Treasury strategy, or hints of KRW stablecoin collaboration. Regulatory tone. References to user protection and anti-abuse enforcement will play well with Korea's FSC. Avoiding that topic would be a missed cue. Signals from Korean policymakers in adjacent forums, recent events in Seoul, show lawmakers urging one stablecoin competitiveness. That's the window foreign players try to enter through. The bottom line, Eric Trump's UDC appearance is more than a headline. It's a strategic audition in one of the world's most sophisticated high-liquidity crypto markets, at a moment when Korea is enforcing harder, opening corporate doors, and designing Korean One rails. If he threads the needle, pro-growth and pro-compliance, expect deeper conversations. If not, it'll be a photo op, not a foothold.
You've been watching the Crypto Asset Post, where markets meet insight. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. We publish deep dive content regularly, so you'll always stay ahead of the moves that matter. This video should not be considered financial or investment advice. Markets are risky. You can lose money. Always do your own research and consult licensed professionals before making decisions.